Obviously not the result we wanted for England, losing 2-1 to Brazil.
Positive of that is that it gave a lot of other players an opportunity that they wouldn't normally get. And I think having Khiara have her debut at the Etihad, like a childhood club, I think that's massive.
Because like you said, club to country is completely different. Like it is completely different. What are you doing?
Slow down, dickhead! Like a proper shout. This has got me wound up. I don't like this game anymore.
That's what you get for making me cry in the last episode twice. Hello everyone and welcome to Daily Brightness. We have got an exciting episode for you. We are well rested and we are getting ready to get back into business. This episode is going to be heavily focused on me and Rach. We don't normally like the attention, but here we are chatting about ourselves. Rach, how are you, first and foremost?
Good. I've had a nice weekend in Wales this weekend. And I got to spend some time. My brother, sister-in-law and my nephew came down for a little bit, so I got to see them. Spend some good time with them. That was nice.
Yeah, you did send me that picture. It was so cute.
Yeah.
He's growing so fast.
He's got such a cute personality.
Is that a proper little boy now?
And got me wrapped around his little finger though, but haven't they all?
Yeah, that's the role of an auntie. Whereabouts did you go in Wales?
Abersoch. It's really nice. Sarah's family have a place there, so we're lucky to just be able to go there. It's so nice.
Sick.
So it was just nice to get away with the dogs. They love the beach.
Yeah.
It was Louis' first time on the beach actually, and he was like a little It
was
so
it?
Cute.
Was he digging around?
He loved it. He was just chasing everything. Like he's got like this thing about leaves. So that if there's any leaves anyway, he just goes nuts. And we were walking down the beach. And there was this like tornado of leaves. Honestly, they just started, millions of them just going up and spinning around. And he was just like, and then he was chasing birds. I'm like, Louis, the bird is in the air. Like, you know, it's on the ground and then it just starts to lift off a bit. And he's like running after it. I'm like, it's in the air now. What are you doing?
Elsa does that with cats along the fence and she runs on the garden. It's the first thing she does. Like, I'm like, you're a miniature sausage. You are not getting on the fence. Relax.
What have you been up to? First camp since
I hear you.
Retiring that you've obviously not been to.
I know. To be honest, I've had to find a bit of a schedule. Obviously, it's looked very different for me. I had my 4 days off, and then I've been training. I've had some really, really good sessions. Obviously, there's only like 3 of us training, which I think when those players return to international duty, it'll just be me. But it's quite exciting. You know, you get your one-on-one time. You kind of just get down to the nitty-gritty details. And to be honest, it gives me time to rest as well. It's not about finding new levels in these periods for me. It's about making sure I'm ready for the next block of games. And still working hard, still pushing. But training's been really, really good. I've enjoyed it. And I guess just having that bit of freedom as well. Like no meetings, just go in, train, come back, quality time with the dogs, do stuff in the house, go see friends if I want to. Like there's no, you kind of like, there's no pressure in training really. You just go in, train, get your work done, come back. So one thing I want to make sure I'm doing is, as you know, like where you need to just escape, like spending more quality time with like people outside of football, like my circle of people outside. I'm like making more time to do things. So my friends like that live in the neighborhood, like we've been baking and they've got kids, so then I'm like messing around doing TikToks with them or taking the dogs a walk or just sitting having food and just chilling, like watching movies. And I guess I've just been making more of an effort in kind of like my social life away from football, which I think is something that when you're in the game you do maybe neglect a little bit because you're so tired. You get home from training, then you're thinking, oh God, I've got to prepare for a game. People are like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And you're like, I can't really do it tonight. Whereas in international break, because I'm like in and out, I can make more of an effort now. And I'm going to force myself to do that because I think you do get in a habit of just saying no and just being like, just chill tonight. I've just been making more of an effort on that side of things. And I think I'm going to use these periods as well to like plan, you know, like life after football and like businesses that I want to set up. And I think just using that time wisely to focus on me a little bit. I think that's why I did what I did. So I need to maximize that.
You're going to love international
but
breaks, I'm telling you. It's like a new lease of life.
No, I am. I really am. And I'm looking at houses as well because I think I'm going to move. I think I'm going to move. I think I'm gonna, move, fresh area. You just want like a bit of a fresh start, like, and you've been in the same house, and I just want to get out of this house and start again. And yeah, I feel like I'm in that place. I'm like turning the page. I feel since I've retired internationally, I'm like ready to turn the page and move forward a little bit. So it's quite exciting. As it's international break, I think it's only right that we do a little bit of a roundup on the fixtures and results. Obviously not the result we wanted for England, losing 2-1 to Brazil. But I was actually really impressed by Brazil. I think they brought like the energy. I think off the back of the last game against them, obviously they weren't ever going to come out, and you don't let a team beat you twice, do you? But I thought they brought the energy. I thought they were physical, which I think is not normally what we expect from them.
No, I think they're quite hit or miss, Brazil. It's a weird one because they've got such good individuals, but I feel like as a team, they've never really took off like massively in recent years. But they're so good. Like individually, their players are a joke. So I think it is good to see them getting better like as a team. I'd like to see them really like take off now.
No, I genuinely think they will. And listen, I don't think it was our best performance. I think when you think of England, like what we've been so good at over the years, it's like defending, like hard to beat, winning tackles. Like no team ever bullies us, and I think we were a little bit bullied by Brazil. So I think our bread and butter is be physical, win your tackles, win your 50-50s, and I think the game would have been. I think obviously them getting a player sent off and us getting the penalty. But I think without their player getting sent off, I don't know which way the game would have gone, because I think they were definitely on top at the start of the game, and up until that, they were definitely creating the chances, like clear-cut chances. And yeah, I think it was. But again, I think it was a good opportunity for some of our players to get minutes. Our queen was in there. Maya was in.
It's always tough when, like, obviously you don't want anyone to miss out. It's through injury. Obviously, it's a tough one. You don't ever want that. But I think the positive of that is that it gave a lot of other players an opportunity that they wouldn't normally get. And I think, like having Khiara have her debut at the Etihad, like a childhood club, I think that's massive. That was a really nice moment.
Yeah, that was really special. But that needs to happen though, and I will say that I genuinely think more players need to be given minutes in this period where you've got an opportunity to get them on the pitch. Because listen, it's becoming a new era of players, like it is, and it's also really hard for players to step into a position when they've not played a single minute or hardly any minutes, and then you're expected to perform and play 90 and perform against a top team. It's really, really hard. So I do think more players could be given more minutes, and you've got a good chunk of time now until the World Cup. It's, is everyone prepared? Is everyone ready? Like, is there going to be new connections?
I think international football is so different. Like, you could be playing incredibly for your club, right? But like playing at the international level is so, so different. And
it's different.
Obviously, there's nerves that come with that. Like, you're playing for England. There's loads of people there. Everybody's watching. You want to impress. You want to make sure you do well. So it is good, especially in big games. Like, it's a big game because it's against a big opposition. So it's good for them to, not like a team that you're turning over. It's
good experience.
It's a team is going to give you a massive test. So I think it's good. It's good. That's the positive of having those players given experience and given that opportunity to sort of show what they're like in that environment. So I was happy.
But I think it's good. I think we need testing, and I think players need testing as well, because I think we've had a very same 11 for so long, and players play consistently and you kind of guess who's going to be picked. But I think it's really good for other players to be getting experience and getting challenged and seeing where you're at internationally, seeing where you're at, where you need to improve, what's going well, because like you said, club to country is completely different. Like, it is completely different, and there's no better time than for players to be getting minutes than now. And it's just making sure everyone's prepared. Like you said, you don't want anyone to miss out through injury, but injuries happen. So there could be injuries before the World Cup, and then players have to step up. And rather than it come as a shock or a surprise, you kind of know who can play where and who works well with who, and what people are capable of. So I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't always think it's a bad thing losing. I think it allows you to kind of reflect, zoom out a little bit, where we are, what we need to work on. There were loads of new players on the pitch. There were loads of new connections. And also the oppositions are getting better. It weren't just England having a bad day. Like, Brazil were really, I told you, they were really, really good. I thought they brought the intensity. I thought they brought the physicality. And I think it's maybe a little bit of a message sent out that everyone has stepped up and everyone's fighting to be the best.
But I think like these types of games are always tough. Like coming off the back of a massive tournament, a successful tournament, everyone expects everything to just go swimmingly and everything's perfect and rainbows and butterflies. But at the end of the day, it's not.
It's not.
There's new players in there. There's players that didn't go to the tournament. You know, you're off the back. I
never experienced that either.
You've achieved great success. So for me, like I remember those games after the Euros, they were tough. Like
they were so. Remember that period after the World Cup though as well,
God.
And even after the first Euros, like, and we couldn't kind of find our rhythm and we couldn't really win, and it was like, oh shit, we've just won and we can't seem to win. Like it's not really working, but. Also, players have never experienced that. They've never experienced winning a major tournament. There's a lot that's a first for. And then it's like, you got a massive target on your back. Everyone's like, all the European champions back to back. Now the pressure's even more. Like the target's even bigger. So I think it's their first time experiencing it. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think people need to panic. No. I don't think we were at our level at all. I thought we showed good resilience to keep going. And keep pushing on, and we're unlucky. George Stanway hit the bar, but I thought it was a really like close game, and I think if they'd have kept that player on, it could have looked very different. But you need testing. You don't grow and develop unless you're tested. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all. And I know for a fact, we both know, having been in that environment, these losses, they only push you forward and make you better.
You need them. Like winning continuously all the way through it actually doesn't set you up for success afterwards, because you don't know what failure is like, or you haven't experienced like difficult times. So it's good. I know the rest of the world probably don't see the way we do, but I think it is a really positive thing, because as long as you learn from it, like, which they will.
Right, guys, we are going to head for a quick break. We'll be back very soon.
Bye for now. Welcome back to Daily Brightness. This is going to be a little bit different now, something that we haven't done before, and Millie's had a riveting idea. And it's called Block and Delete. So, Millie, take it away.
Before I get into the block and delete, how cute is my jumper that my mum ordered me as a surprise? This bit says "You matter." She got it off Amazon. And then on the back, it says something like, to the person reading this, just know that you're enough, or something along those lines. And I seen a guy in Sainsbury's like a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned it to my mum, and then she ordered me one.
Oh, that's well cute.
So cute. Yeah, and it proper got my attention. I was literally reading it. I was like, sorry for staring at your back. Because you turned around, and I was like, I'm just reading your jumper. Anyway, I was having dinner the other night with the lovely Carly Telford, and we were just like chatting and, doing life updates as we do. And we kind of got onto the topic. Anyone that's close to me knows that I have this rule of block and delete. And it has become a bit of a coping mechanism. People might agree, disagree, do whatever you fancy. For me, it works wonders. And sometimes in life you just need to block and delete things and not give energy to it and not allow it into your circle of life, really. And it's my way of protecting my space and my happiness. And everyone always laughed at me like, oh, look at your block list, it's so long. And I'm like, yeah, but do I get any hassle? No. Does it affect my peace? No. So I thought we could play a little game of block and delete, and basically name something in your life that you want to block and delete, and that would make your life better. So we're going to do a little one now, and then we want the fans and anyone listening to send in what you would like to block and delete from your life that would, improve your life, bring you a bit of peace, a bit of happiness, take a little bit of stress away. What would it be?
So what would yours be then? What haven't you blocked and deleted?
What haven't I blocked and deleted already? I do it on social media all the time. If this is not my thing, but if people want to post shitty comments, and if you want to go out of your way to be a dick, I will block you and I'll just remove your comment. So thanks for giving me the likes and the attention, but now you're not able to do it again. Because I just think we just don't need people like that. I don't need you on my page. Get off my page.
I think I'm quite tolerant, right, to a certain extent, but then if someone pisses me off, it could be even a friend, what I'm like if they cross me or do something, I just ice you out.
I feel like we're like that though. I can take on a lot of shit. Trust me, I'll collect. But the minute it goes past that line, I'm just like, and then I get to a thing and I think, why am I tolerating all this for what? We have to be like angels and we have to like do everything like by the book. We can't ever just be human. Like, God forbid we make a mistake or like act out of character sometimes. But then I'm just like, get off my page. Like, you're going out of your way to be a dick. So then I block. Could be anything in life. It could be like, for me, it's like congestion charge. What on earth? The amount of congestion charge I get.
Block and delete congestion
it's so
charges.
annoying. Block and delete. Get it out. Get it out.
That's a good one.
Like,
for
could literally be anything.
At this point, I think maybe like shit drivers.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Why are we in a 30 and you're doing 10 mile an hour?
Let's define shit driver, because I'm with you on this. My road rage is terrible. For the viewers, let's identify a shit driver. Let's give 5 things each. Mine is lane hogging. Move over. Driving too fast is dangerous. Driving too slow is also dangerous. If you're getting overtaken by a lorry on the motorway, get off the motorway.
But I agree. Like, when someone's driving too fast, and I was driving back from Wales today down country lanes, and this van is just tear-assing at me. Honestly, it was like barely even 1 lane each. Like, there's a brick wall here and a sheer cliff drop here. I'm literally at the wall like, there's a cliff drop and he's flying. I was like, what are you doing? Slow down, dickhead. Like a proper shout. But then equally, if you're going too slow, move out the way.
It's bad because if you're making lorry, this is my pet peeve, Mo. If you're making a lorry overtake, you're forcing them into a lane that they shouldn't be in anyway, which then forces someone else into a lane they don't want to be in. Do you know what I do though? If someone really pisses me off and I just think you're being an absolute knob, I'll go, put your window down, and then they put the window down and I put my window back up.
Idiot. I'd block and delete you. Right, if someone has an accident or something, why is everyone stopping? Gawping?
Yeah, because they're looking through the window. What's going on?
But like,
what's going
you
on?
are now holding up like 400 cars. Like, don't get me wrong, as I'm driving past, I'll have a little look. But I'm not slowing down my vehicle to look.
But you look and continue driving.
It's actually dangerous. Exactly. You're creating another accident by doing that.
When you let people out the door, say thanks.
You can get to... I hate
you
that.
Better believe I get to fuck. You better believe I'm fucking tooting my horn and I'm holding it in. I don't care. I've just let you go. Say thank you.
No,
Give me a little thumbs up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I go like that.
It happened to me today. Literally, that thing happened to me today, but I think it's because I was laughing in the car, right? So I was pulling up. And like this one side of the road's got all cars on. So obviously it's my right of way. So I continue to go down there. But this car continues to keep coming. I'm like, well, I'm not moving, so it's my right of way.
Absolutely. We don't back down, darling.
Well, you're going to have to move. And then I just stopped. I was like, well, I'm not moving, so
let's
just
what are you
sit here all day. And then she starts reversing, so then I just turn and like giggle. Like, obviously must have pissed her off that I was laughing. And so I drive past to go, thank you. And she just was like, face like slapped out. I thought, oh, God.
I hate shit parkers as well. Why are you parking so close to the white line? There's 2 white lines, you park equally, even in the middle. Don't park on it because now I'm going to have to park my car close and you're going to smash your door into my door.
Parking's a nightmare. I always have to go and find like one far away so no one can hit my car door.
Yeah, I like that though. Shit drivers,
but also
what I
hate is when you park, we're really going off topic here, but you park in a bay. You're in a car park, so many spaces. Like, why are you parking next to me? Like, there's 10 spaces this side of me, 10 spaces this side of me. Yeah,
exactly. Get your own.
To park right next to me. Why?
I like that. See, block and delete. How much better would you feel if you could block and delete
equally,
shit drivers?
I wish I could block and delete my road rage because it stresses me out. This has got me wound up. I don't like this game anymore.
That's what you get for making me cry in the last episode twice. But yeah, that's the block and delete game. And I just think sometimes it's good to be like, you know what? Block and delete, save your energy, save your peace and your mental state and just think, okay, bye. See ya. So all the fans of Daily Brightness, I would love to know what you would block and delete in life. So send in.
I'm excited to see what people are getting angry about.
Send in 3 things that you want to block and delete. It could literally be anything. It could be a food. It could be sometimes mine's people. It could be road rage, whatever it is. Send it in. Send a selfie. give you 3 points and your reasons why, and then we'll announce a couple on the next episode.
Love this game. Love adding new things to the pod.
Yeah, but to calm Rachel down, we're going to go to the good side and we're going to go back to our gratitudes because we need to make sure we're sending her off in a happy place. So let's be her yellow. What are you grateful for, bestie?
I think I've had a lot of time of reflection this weekend, but I think
one
thing that I have been grateful for this weekend is like the beach. So I was obviously by the beach and it's just so peaceful.
Yeah.
Like it's peaceful for my mind.
That noise.
I'm lying in bed or on the sofa and I can just hear the waves crashing.
Don't you think that's the most soothing sound ever when you just shut your eyes? You can just
even if it was like a bit rainy, like I don't care about the weather. Like it was so nice to like just sit and like think and like get away from like the day to day. And also the way that the dogs are on the beach is just the cute. It's like their happiness makes me happy. So they had the time of their lives. So I was just like watching them play like hours. It was so nice. So I'm grateful for the beach. What about you?
I'd say this past couple of weeks, my journal.
Nice.
I'd say I've probably scratched a lot of pages that I've wrote that aggressively. And on some pages I've just scratched away. But I'd say my journal, I think like you, I think I'm in a period of like reflection, self-development. And I feel like I'm going to be really honest here. Like sometimes it's really easy to say like, oh, they're the problem. This is your fault. Da, 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 da. But actually sometimes it's really hard to like look at yourself and be like, I've not been so great in this situation either. Or I could have dealt with that better. Or I could have, maybe this is like a trait of mine that I need to improve and I need to deal with better. So I've been in that like, I've really needed my journal because I've needed just to do it like myself. I've needed to do it on my own, like self-reflect, figure out where I've gone wrong a little bit, where I need to be better and where I want to be better as well. And yeah, probably not keep making the same mistakes. Because I think at some point you do have to look at yourself, and I think it's really easy just to like make excuses or blame other people. So yeah, I've really been kind of just reflecting and going through that a little bit. And I think there's been a lot going on for me recently that I've not really been thinking. I've kind of been brushing it off and sweeping it under the rug as we do, but I'm trying not to do that anymore. So yeah, my journal's been my biggest thing. I do actually need a new one soon because pages are pretty full.
Nice. I like that one.
But yeah.
That is it for Daily Brightness. As always, get in touch on socials at Daily Brightness. Send us your messages and any questions you've got for us, and also your block and deletes. Make sure you're following or subscribe to the show to get all the new episodes as they come out. Goodbye from me.
And if you're not subscribing, click the down button. Otherwise, we'll be blocking and deleting. No, I'm kidding.
Can you stop shouting? Because that's really loud in my ear.
Sorry, bestie. I've only got one level of tone. You know this.
Trust.
Bye, guys.